Evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, it's just gone 8 o'clock. I've had a delivery of some parts today, so I'm going to get on with stuff. It's Tuesday, by the way. Some nice new little baby brake shoes, 7-inch brake shoes. I've got wet already, which is ideal, but it's alright because it's just water. Wheel cylinder kit. What else have I had? Oh, headlamps and rear brake hose. So I can get on with stuff again. Nothing else to report at the moment, so I'll catch up with you again in a bit. Well, I've got that stuff, bits and pieces soaking in the Pour 15, so I'll leave that for the night. And this one's set in some what am I thinking? What's the word? Degreaser. Oh dear, my brain. Anyway, so we'll get on and do the reset of them tomorrow night, and I can get the pipes on and see if we got a brake pedal. See you later, guys. Oh guys, got here. It's 7:45 on Thursday. Next little job, ready for the weekend. I've got the wheel cylinders. I've cleaned them up very quickly, but just they're basic single acting or single piston wheel cylinders with the handbrake action on them as well, with a piston. So I'm going to basically reseal them. I've got there's only 2 seals in it, plus this boot that goes on the back. So and it's 30 odd quid, 38 quid for a pair of wheel cylinders, so I'm not buying them. So that's what I'll get up to. Anyway, so I'm going to knock this pin out, and hopefully that allows me to blow the piston out, because it looks pretty sticky and seized in it at the moment. So we'll get this out and show you what goes on after that. Well, I say, I think we'll learn this one together, because I've never done these ones before. I've done wheel cylinders before, but I mean, usually is you just throw them away, don't you? And the customer buys some new ones, but I'm the customer on this, so I've got to save a bit of money. Providing the bore's okay, we should be okay. So I'm going to just knock this pin out. Bear in mind very quickly that it looks like under normal circumstances this plate covers that hole, alright? So it's just a normal parallel pin by the looks of it. So it needs that plate on it to stop that pin falling out when it's in the car, alright? Because it's being covered by the tail of that. Look. Having a go at it again. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't. So I've got my airline, blow it, we're going to have a blow it through and see what happens. No movement yet. Looks fairly seized in there. So we can get close enough so you can see it. So there, it doesn't move, it might resort to pumping it out with the grease gun, all that sort of thing. So I've done that in the past when things have been really stuck. But it means a bit more setting up, you know. A bigger screwdriver is what I want. might be a case because it's tapered in there, you see, so I can't really get a screwdriver in it to sit in there and turn. I was going to just take a screwdriver and turn it, but it's tapered slot, so I don't think it's going to work. I might have to just let it soak again, and I've got to be really careful. I don't want to squeeze this so that I end up squashing the bore, and then I'll end up in the worst position I am now. So I just want to grasp it gentle like. So I can try and turn it. I don't want to burr anything or score anything, so I'll just try it at once, and if it doesn't work, it's going to have to go for a soak. Nah. Okay, so that's I expect it's. I'll just check it. I'll just try and tap it inwards, just out of madness. It might do. If it's been left a little bit out, it might just move a little bit inwards. So that'll get it moving the first time, perhaps. Well, it's moved a millimetre or so. So it must be nearly right way in. So. See if we can get it to move. No. Oh yes, it is. It's moving. Okay. Better price. It's gone up. It's turned a bit, so. Right, finally. I've got loads and loads of pairs of vice grips, and I keep abusing them, and it well, obviously it knackers them up. So it feels like it's freeing up, so a lot easier now. Alright, looking good so far, hopefully. See if the little blow does it. Hey, that's what I wanted to hear. So I'll get that, pop that out again. I've got a little tiny gap now where the, if you can see that or not, where the linkage was, so might be too bright. Can you see that? There's a little gap. So I'm really careful, gentle. Get a screwdriver in there and just finish it off the rest of the way, hopefully. Oh, lovely, look at that. Nice. Cool. I think that's going to clean up alright in there. Whoop. Just dirty by the looks of it, so that's good. Well, whilst I was at it, I've just cut out my template for the little shield thing that goes on the end of the piston, the outside. Oh, crikey. No cameraman, sorry about that. So yeah, so I just made up my template for my plate to cut, and it looks like it just welds, I'll just do a little spot weld in the centre of the outside piston, and once it's all cooled down, I can put the seal on that, which is just a dirt seal to stop the dirt getting in. Now this might be a silly little one, but it's because I want to clean the bores out, but I don't want to take any material off because it's only aluminium. So what I've done in the past is get a Scotch-Brite pad, and this is the one, the sort of thing you do your dishes with, you know, not any highfalutin thing. Get a split pin, ordinary split pin, open the legs up on it, and shove the Scotch-Brite down to the end, like that, somewhere in the middle, which is really helpful. And then close the legs back up, which I'll do in the voice. And then, oh, where are we? And then that'll go in the drill nicely. Alright guys, see what I'm on about. There's nothing for this end to damage down the bottom, and as long as you keep it in the middle of the bore, it shouldn't cause any damage. I'm just going to use some WD-40 type stuff just as a bit of a lube. And we should clean it up a treat. Get it going the right way. I guess you could do it with wire wool or anything like that. I'm really not interested in taking any material off. It is just a Scotch-Brite pad. So hopefully you might be able to see it. It's quite clean in there now, so makes sense. I'll just wash it out now, and it should be raring to go. Hopefully, there's a little mark there. Just a little touch more because there's a rust mark or a dirt mark in there. So I'll just give it a little touch more on there. Obviously, you want it a bit tighter. Just make the pad a bit bigger. Does that make sense? Got her. So as you can see, it's just a bit dirt down the bottom end. That'll wash out a treat, and I think we're ready to go. Ready for clean the rest of it up, and then be ready for it. Right, it's ready for rebuilding in a minute. Well, I'm just I've cleaned up enough, so got a nice clean bore, and my piston's clean. Make sure you get the seal on the right way around. You can see it's got a it's further out this end than it is the bottom end, designed when the fluid's pressing against it to press harder against the sides. Personally, I lubricate with fresh new brake fluid. It's got a wet side and a dry side to this slave cylinder, wheel cylinder. Everything past this piston is basically dry, so that'll just be basic lube. I'm going to use copper slip. So that's for all the handbrake linkages on that side. Whereas it's got a wet side this side, which is just to the piston for the foot brake, service brake, which I call the wet side, and that's just going to be brake fluid. As far as I'm aware, you mustn't use normal oil or normal grease because it buggers up these seals. So I just drop it in so it's really wet. You've got to make sure, obviously, it excuse me, make sure it goes in nice and gentle. Don't and obvious thing to see is if once you've pressed it in, if you see any bits of rubber left on this edge, then you know it's all buggered. So just push it home with a basic screwdriver. Okay, till it stops. We've got that sat in there, so you can't see very well. So that's the wet end in. It's in with nice fresh brake fluid, and everything after that is going to be copper slip. Copper slip because I like it. It's new dirt seal left on there now, so I'm just going to put a little tiny bit. Don't need gallons of it, just a little bit on here. Okay, we've got a bit of battery now, so just finish this off. You feel just a tiny bit of resistance on there on the rubber, so should be alright. And obviously the brake shoes, the spring will hold that in place when it's when they're on. Sorry, getting me big fat hands in the way. Okay, so that's one wheel cylinder done.